Hello, I'm Kevin Berger. Graffiti has a negative effect on communities, along with lowering neighborhood appeal, decreasing property values, and driving away prospective homebuyers. It also attracts criminal activity. The city of Minneapolis has a saying about graffiti: report it, remove it, prevent it. And here to tell us more is Angela Brenny, an administrative analyst with the city of Minneapolis. Thanks for joining us today on Newsmakers.
Thank you.
How big of a problem is graffiti for Minneapolis?
Relatively big. It's lower than it has been in previous years, but at least one incident per neighborhood is reported every year. Some neighborhoods have upwards of 400 or 500 incidences every year.
And what does that mean to those neighborhoods? What's the damage of the graffiti?
Well, the damage actually results in a cost or financial problem for the person that owns the property. So when a fence is tagged, for example, that fence doesn't belong to the person that put the graffiti there, it belongs to the property owner. Now they have a financial responsibility to remove that graffiti, and typically within a 7-day window in Minneapolis.
I know I'll be driving along, and I think I noticed graffiti if I'm going the same way. It wasn't there yesterday. Today on my way to work, oh my gosh, look at that. Who does this?
Vandals. In our world, they are criminals. Some are more arts focused, and that's the Tagger style graffiti. Some are gang members or in some way affiliated with a gang, and that's the gang related graffiti.
So the motto about preventing it: if you own a home, if you own a business, or if you've been tagged in the past, what can people do and how can you help them so that they won't be victimized by this again?
Quite a few things actually. Property owners have the most flexibility in preventing graffiti. They can install murals, mosaics. Not interested in the art side of it, you can do vegetation. So talking about like a tree border, or you can do growing vines up the side of a wall that looks like it could be a target or has been a target in the past. You can try increasing lighting. Actually, our crime prevention specialists, quite a few actually are certified in the crime prevention through environmental design. So there is an entire program based on preventing livability crimes like graffiti.
A livability crime, what's that mean?
Livability crime, meaning if you come into an area and you don't feel quite safe. You're seeing graffiti on this side and that side, and you're not quite sure what it means or what the ramifications are. So you're not feeling as comfortable as you would if you were in an area where things were kept neat and there was no graffiti.
So on the other side of this, okay, the prevention efforts, you didn't do it or it didn't work, and there's a tagging incident. Is there something that can help you get rid of that paint, that image?
There is. In Minneapolis, we do offer free graffiti removal solvent to anyone who's a victim of graffiti. It's available through the fire stations in Minneapolis, so relatively close to everybody. We also promote the Hennepin County Free Product Center, so it's recycled paints that people don't want anymore are dropped off there, and you can go and pick up those products at no cost. So those are a couple of resources. We also have a summary abatement program. If there's gang graffiti, vulgar graffiti, or obscene even, and it meets the requirements that are outlined in our ordinances, we can sometimes step in and remove that graffiti or paint over it at no charge.
And what should people do if they actually catch someone in the act?
911. Yes, any crime in progress, dial 911.
Do people think of graffiti as a crime?
Yes and no.
Yes.
Property owners that are victims of graffiti definitely feel that it's a crime. The vandals may not feel that it is a criminal act.
And how easy is it to get your hands on the paint?
Pretty easy if you're looking like online or going outside the city limits. Minneapolis does limit sale to 18 and older, and it also is kept either behind the counter or in a locked cabinet by ordinance.
Angela Brenny, thank you so much for telling us about this, something I think I didn't know much about. Very interesting. If you want to learn more about the City of Minneapolis graffiti prevention, minneapolismn.gov/graffiti. Thanks for joining us.